Yo.
Yo.
Welcome back to the Mark Our Words podcast, the official podcast of YouTube. What's good with you, Chen?
Man, life is good, man. Life is beautiful. Life is gorgeous.
Whoa, gorgeous.
Man, I just threw trash on my floor.
Well, it wasn't trash, but I feel you. It's a paper towel. I needed something to dry my hands. I wasn't going to hold in my hand the whole episode, so I was like, hey, I get it once I get up.
All right. Life is gorgeous, man. I you know what's wild? I'm about to be 31.
You are about to be 31.
That is, my mom had me at 31. So it's like,
your mom had you at 31 for real?
Yeah.
So she had her first baby at 31?
Uh-huh. So it's one of those things where I'm like, my father was 36, so I still got some time until I reach my father. But it's one of those things like, I'm like, golly, I'm getting to that age where I'm supposed to have kids.
Well,
my mom was a whole
not you, but I feel you.
Yes. So yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I'm getting to that age, man, where I'm about to be my mother's age when I was alive. That is wild. I don't know.
It scares you?
That's a weird feeling. It's just a weird feeling.
Dude, you take things more seriously now, or you still got the same?
Always. I think growing up, even though it's taking a while, I think you become more. One thing I realized is that as an adult, you don't take the risk in anything with your life, with finances, with anything that you probably would have at a younger age. I just don't know if that's because your brain's developed more, or you just see more, or experience and so forth. But yeah, of course, I think I take life a little bit more serious than I did previously. Not because I'm reaching my mother's age, but just overall, just growing.
That's wild. Because to me, I don't take nothing seriously, and that's I think that's.
You don't?
I mean, I take like going to work and stuff like that, but I'm just talking about I don't think people view me as a serious person, but that's because I don't take things seriously.
I take you as a serious person.
I don't think so.
I do. There's certain things I don't think you care about.
We laugh about almost anything and everything.
Have we? Do we still do that?
Yes.
When was the last time we laughed about almost anything and everything?
I just played a clip a minute ago where we was dying.
About what?
About designer.
That's something to die about.
Okay.
I ain't saying we ain't funny. But I mean, in serious moments, we not. I don't think we joking in serious moments we used to.
I mean like this. Usually, I heard this from many people. They said, if you want to be taken seriously, you got to take everything seriously.
That's a lie.
That's why I'm like, I'm not that person.
Cap.
Okay.
Well, not about you not being that person, but
I'm just saying, I'm not that person. I don't think I can ever be that person.
Yeah,
so I have to accept that people won't take me seriously because I just don't carry myself to be taken seriously at all times.
But who is that person?
The guy that walks around, the guy that you never saw smile, the guy you never saw laugh, the guy you like, oh, he's like a grown up.
No, nobody thinks that. Everybody thinks, oh, this man is a serial killer.
Okay.
This man is a day away from being a mass shooter. Nobody thinks, if you don't smile, you're different.
I don't think you realize how often guys don't smile. When was the last time you saw a guy smile, bro?
What do you mean?
A black guy.
Yo, you come on, son. Every time guys be joking, guys be laughing.
When was of course I'm talking about when you go out in the world and stuff like that. I don't see black men just smiling. When I be walking down the street,
what is there to smile about? What are you talking?
I understand. Look, we go revisit this episode, and you gonna be like, "Bro, you was right."
Okay.
We have a lot of those episodes, by the way, where you're like, "Yo, okay, I see what you mean."
On both ends.
No, you're right. No. You're right.
I remember the week after the suicide episode, he was like, "Bro, I know." Niggas be in pain.
My whole point is there's people who I feel like there's people my age who I feel like you're more 31 than me. We are the same age, but I just feel like you're more 31 than me. Why? Because they're serious all the time. They don't joke around. They don't smile, bro.
Who are these people that don't smile?
Some of these people are your supervisors. Some of these people are your coworkers. Some of these people is in your everyday life. You just don't notice it, but they're there. It's just like you're more 31 than me. And I'm just like, I feel like a 31-year-old, but I still feel my I don't want to say childish sense of humor, but I very much I still feel young.
Question.
What's up?
Have your coworkers seen you smile?
My coworkers don't even know what I look like. They don't even know what I look like. They know I'm black, but they don't know what I look like.
When you worked, okay. So that's this job, okay?
Okay.
I'm not gonna say, but the last job.
Yeah.
Did they see you smile?
No, I didn't smile.
The last job. Did they see you smile?
I didn't smile.
So you're the serious guy.
Okay.
You're the serious guy.
But no. Stop.
Okay.
Stop pointing. Stop pointing. That's rude.
Okay.
That's rude.
I'm just saying.
Because I don't.
I'm just trying to understand.
Because I don't smile doesn't mean like I'm still not joking around. Like this guy. Have you ever came across someone? And maybe it's just me.
Go ahead.
Have you ever came across somebody and when they told you their age, you're just like, whoa, wait a minute, you young? Wait a minute, I thought you was older than what you said.
Draymond Green. I never met him.
We're not talking about celebrities. Okay.
I thought he was like 4 years old.
Okay, 40-year-olds don't play basketball. So
except LeBron.
The
GOAT.
LeBron's
the GOAT.
He's not 40, but I
L over M.
He's not 40, but I feel you. Right, he's 38. But my whole point is, okay, my whole point is real people and people that we met in real life that I came across and I was like, oh yeah, this person is definitely like older. Mm-hmm. Not only are they rather the same age, they may be younger, but they just carry themselves to be taken seriously. Do you feel like you carry yourself to be taken seriously?
In certain situations, yeah.
What do that mean?
Like in work, I carry myself to be taken seriously.
Okay, that's fair.
Then,
but I'm saying these people that I'm talking about, they carry themselves to be taken seriously in every aspect.
You don't know that. You don't.
I'm not counting the ones where they like in the privacy of their home.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about in public. I'm talking about in public when they in public.
I'm saying that about you. People see you like that.
I don't think so.
You just say you don't smile.
I don't think so. But you
don't even hang out with them. You was the fastest worker.
Okay.
They looking at you. They trust you to actually get the job done versus other people. Come on, son. Stop acting like
I'm not the serious guy, bro. I don't feel serious. I don't. Even the sly remarks that I say don't come off as serious because I may not joke around with you, but I may not smile, but I may say a joke there or something like that. I'm talking about these people who take everything seriously. That's actually, they say if you want to be taken seriously, you gotta take everything seriously. I'm like, I don't think I can be that.
I don't think that's all right. Because the people that I think that are mature, they smile.
My man said, man, I am stuck on this smiling, bro.
Like, the thing is like, the people that don't smile, I'm like, oh, you a child. Like I remember, in church back in the day, I used to want to be cool. So I wouldn't clap my hands. I was just standing there, especially if there was a cute girl there. I was just standing there and nod my head, but I won't move side to side. I'm like, I associate that behavior with immaturity.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm like, yo, if I see a grown man, I'm like, why are you here? You a grown man, you just standing there while everybody's singing? The pastor said, lift up your hands. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with this guy? This guy won't do anything. Like, I don't know. I don't take that as a sign of maturity.
I think you're unique in that. There's a lot of guys who ain't gonna do what the pastor tell them to do from the pulpit.
That's true. So, but then why you there?
They girl brought him.
I can't take you as a serious guy.
Okay.
And you came to a place that you wasn't gonna be 100% in because your girl brought you.
Hey, I feel you. But you know what is serious?
What's up?
Finances.
This man always switching.
No, I had to, bro. I'm trying to get out of here.
Let's talk about it.
What's up?
There was a show that we recently watched. I didn't finish it, but
I finished it.
Design, yeah. You, my girl, your girl, all finished it. I'm the only one that did this.
She committed entertainment adultery.
Oh no, I told her to watch it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I watched it before.
Y'all have an open entertainment relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we all do.
I don't.
Well, you say you watch all the good ones without
No.
You say you watch all the good ones without her. You only watch the bad ones with her.
Yeah, but I'm cheating in a way. It's not open. It's not open.
Okay. Oh, so you're a cheater. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Entertainment wise.
But yeah, so we watched this show called Design Your Rich Life. Is that what it's called?
I think it's called How to Be Rich. I think it's called How to Get Rich. I think that's the name of the thing.
Okay.
And the premise was to design your rich life. But the show is How to Get Rich, I believe, on Netflix.
This might be irrelevant to the whole show, but I remember, just scrolling on Netflix. I'm still working on being a maximizer, but sometimes it's hard, So I'm just scrolling Netflix. I'm like, man, there's nothing to watch. And then I see this preview. And is this two white couple? There's two people, discussing their finances.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy said, "I'm a house husband." I was like, "Huh?"
Mm-hmm.
And she paid all the bills. I was like, "Oh, this is interesting."
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "I feel like I have no control." And she was like, "I don't trust him." I was like, "Okay, guess we're watching this."
Okay.
So, you know what I like about this show? The commercial was the first episode. I'm like, thank you. I don't want to wait 8 episodes to get to
that's facts,
to that
facts,
part.
Facts.
Like so. But yeah, it opens up with this couple who, the wife is the breadwinner, and the husband is a stay-at-home dad, and she makes like I think $25K a year. $25K a year, $25K a month.
Yeah, she makes $25K. She makes $250,000 plus a year,
and was spending almost all that money every month.
She get paid $25,000 a month. She was spending $28,000 a month.
Man, God. I don't even know because that house doesn't even look like.
It's in California.
Okay. But yeah, so they're talking about the guy goes. There's this guy. He's not a therapist, but I guess he wrote a book.
He's also not a financial advisor either.
Yeah,
he said
he's a journalist, right?
In a way, yeah. I don't want to disrespect and say blogger or anything like that, but like he
wrote a book.
Yeah.
He wrote a book. I think he worked for like the Wall Street Journal or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so he talks to them, and the first session that he has when they blew up, they start, the woman got frustrated about the finances.
Mm-hmm.
So like she's like, I'm getting overwhelmed. You don't do anything around the house, blah blah blah. And he's like, bro, you every time we have this conversation, you blow up and then you start to run.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. At this point, I'm confused because I thought this.
I'm very confused.
I thought this show was about how to get rich. We're doing couples therapy. Okay, that's the first family. The second one, second couple, black couple.
Oh,
the menace.
He's a menace. I thought his girl was the menace at first.
Yeah, me too. Because how they started out.
Because she said she brought that purse.
$1,000 purse. Hey yo. Anyway, so
hey, hold on. I would have described her, right? Not how she looks, but how she comes off.
Yeah.
Right? She brought this materialistic purse, but her vibe doesn't give off materialistic. It gives off like artsy thrift store type, like her hair was
purple or something.
It was like blue and green. Her hair was blue with green tips, and it's like she wear
hoodies.
She looks artsy, dude. You get what I'm saying? Because she works with her hands.
I think she looks techie.
Well,
maybe she looks like she get hoodie, jeans. I'm like,
put like this. She didn't look luxurious.
Yeah.
And things like that. I'm in no way disrespecting her. I'm just saying.
I don't look luxurious.
I'm just saying, So when she said she brought this expensive purse,
Yeah.
I was like, for what?
Yeah.
And then she showed the purse, and my girl was like, "You could have got that from TJ Maxx for like $80." So I thought she was gonna be the menace, but go ahead, my fault.
No. I think that's a great point. And but they also want to buy a house. So they want to buy a house.
They are renting the current house they in.
And they ran the current house they in.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like in like $200,000 worth of debt.
Oh yeah.
No savings.
None.
This combination of school loans, credit card.
He had like 10 credit cards.
Yeah, credit card loans, car loans. They have a bunch of loans, right? Okay, that was the first. That was the second person. Now I'm not going to talk about the mom, but the third person I want to touch on is a young lady who recently bought a condo.
Okay.
I mentioned this in the last podcast or episode, maybe in the future. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But she bought a condo and wasn't able to. She couldn't afford. I mean, she was paying it, but she really couldn't afford it. Right?
And then the condo was under an HOA.
Oh yeah.
And she had no hot water.
She had no hot water
ever since she moved into that joint.
So it had me thinking, right?
What are you thinking, family?
Because at this point, I kind of get the vibe of the show. I know what the vibe of the show is at this point.
What's the vibes?
But it mentions something about how people have a idea of what it means to be rich. Because I came into this show like, oh, they're going to take regular people and make them rich. But that's not really what richness is to everybody.
No.
Richness is just being able. I remember this is a quote I keep saying because it kind of changed my idea of what it means to make it. But I remember when you said once, like, I'm going to be rich when
this me talking.
Yeah.
Okay, my fault.
I know I'm rich when I go somewhere. I don't have to worry about parking. I park anywhere. Doesn't matter what the cost of the garage. The closer I am to the garage, the closer I am to the venue, that's where I'm parking. Whatever garage is the closest to that venue, I'm parking there. I don't care what the price is. I don't care how long it is. That's where I'm parking. It's like, that's a great metric. Mm-hmm. That's a great metric because, hey, I don't know if y'all ever went to D.C. or New York.
I just came from D.C.
Looking for parking is not a great vibe. Like, it's just, sometimes you spend 30 minutes looking for parking. And then you have to walk another 2-3 miles just to get to the. Okay, 2-3 miles is OD. But you walking half a mile sometimes. Half a mile, even a mile.
Away from the venue that you're trying to go to.
And so, and then your car might get broken into. It's just a whole bunch of, issues. Finding a place to park is a great metric to know, okay, I feel rich. Like, I made it. I think a lot of people don't have that type of
that realistic for like their life type of metric.
I don't know if it's realistic, but they don't have their metric of what it means to be rich. Mm-hmm. For some people, it is to buy luxurious purses. But like you said, that lady, she wasn't a luxurious person.
Her job wasn't even luxurious. She made things with her hands.
Yeah, she was a woodcrafter.
Yeah, so like she didn't dress luxurious. She didn't give off luxurious. She didn't give off bougie. But she made for that month $1,400 based on what she sold, and spent $1,000 on a purse from that $1,400 she made for that month.
So it's like, okay, this idea of richness, because her buying that purse, I asked my girl too, like, why do women buy purses? Mm-hmm. She joked about it. I think I asked her, why don't women have pockets? She's like, so they can make us buy purses. I was like, why do y'all keep buying purses? Y'all should protest. And it's like, yo, they advertise too much to us for us to stop buying purses. My girl don't really ride purses like that, but it is a thing where I don't know if it's companies, I don't know if it's social media, I don't know if it's just society, but they have pushed, and not just purses, right? But all these different things towards us. You was talking about shoes in a previous podcast episode. They push these things towards us to say, hey, you need to have this to be valuable. Whereas, like, what people need to figure out what matters to them, and then design their life in order to get those things or achieve those things.
Yeah, and just let me tailor it to what I think about what you just said. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's nothing wrong with buying a purse. You ain't got pockets, hey, you may need a purse.
Yeah.
Why you need $1,000 purse? There's nothing in that purse that's worth $1,000. The bag itself is $1,000.
Exactly.
So I don't want to make it seem like, hey, why y'all buying purses? Y'all don't need purses. It's like, do you need
$1,000
if you just made $1,400 that month, and your income is up and down, it's peaks and valleys, because you may have a good month where you sell $4,000 worth of art, and then you may have a bad month where you only sold 1,000 or even in the hundreds, or that forget a good month, bad month, you in over $200,000 of debt.
Yeah, you got bigger problems.
Yes. Get a book bag, okay? If you can't carry your stuff, get a book bag.
What do they call those jewels? J Sport.
Go to $5 below and get a book bag. But go ahead,
No, that's a great point. Like, I think that's the other thing, right? Is like, why you need a luxury purse? Why you need a $4,000 shoe? The fact that Yeezys cost $4,000 and people are paying for it, it still blows my mind.
I don't know if you got to the point of the episode with that couple, but
oh yeah, I did.
He got to he has an addiction with buying games, but not even like PS5 games. He's like playing pinball on his phone. And one day in the middle of he's called a finance expert. In the middle of the finance expert helping them with them getting their life together, he bought a whole bunch of shoes and clothes sent to the house. And his wife was like, what are you doing? Like take that walk of shame, return it. You don't need these shoes.
Yeah. Because
we are in debt and we want a house. And I think at one point, I think he is the same couple who had a storage. Yeah. And he was talking about, like, I got all this stuff because I'm going to sell it one day. And the guy was like, you be lucky to break even with any other stuff. Just throw it away. You're not even using it. And it costs money
to keep it.
They keep the storage.
Yeah.
They compromised and he downsized the storage, but he was like, you don't really need a storage. But the thing that was very interesting, which made me think, because if you say rich, if you say the word rich, I automatically go to what society tells me what rich means. But he asked him a simple question. He gave him a book that they can write in. And he said, design your rich life. Yeah. Right? And your makes you think. And it's so funny because he had them take it home and had them think about it. Because if you was to ask me, like, Chris, design your rich life right now without me pondering on it, I'm like, oh, yeah, I just want a whole bunch of money. I just want a whole bunch of real estate. I just want passive income. I'm just going to say all the trigger words and all the highlight words that look for enrich. I just want to be able to do this. I want to be able to buy my mom a house. I want to be able to, you know what I mean? Like, basically the things that rich. But when it comes to your rich life, it made me really think about what do I want in my life. So I thought about it.
I thought you.
Did you say what?
I feel like I have a guess.
You have a guess? What is one of the things that
pay off your house?
That's a good one. I'm gonna add that on there. One thing I don't want.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to come as a surprise. I don't want a car.
Oh, okay. I know why. It's recent though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized.
Yeah, you thought I was tripping.
Yeah, I realized that, like...
You thought I was tripping when I didn't have a car. You thought I was tripping when I said I was going to use your car.
My man said, I'm just going to use your car. I realized that how my rich life look, it doesn't look like me driving. And just to give a backstory, I Uber everywhere now.
That's a song.
Is it?
Back in the day.
Oh, okay. I Uber everywhere. And y'all don't understand the peace that I have of just getting in the car and getting out the car. Me and my lady went to go see a music concert. And the only reason why we drove, we almost didn't drive. But the only reason why we drove is because she suggested it. We was about to Uber. And the beautiful thing about it was, when you go downtown, because usually when you go to DC, it's like one big downtown, one big city. You ain't got to worry about parking. You ain't got to worry about insurance. You ain't got to worry about a car. No. You just think I just get a car when I need one.
Yeah.
That's when I drive. Is when I'm like, I need to drive this weekend.
Yeah.
So one thing in my life is I don't see me, because one of my dream cars is a Bentley. And as much as it hurts me to say that I don't want a Bentley anymore, if I was to be realistic with how I want my real life to be and rich life to be, I don't see luxurious cars or just an abundance of cars of me not driving. I don't know if that means Uber for life. I don't know if that means I need to make an income to hire a driver. But for me, it doesn't include a car. Am I crazy?
I mean, look, I've been living the no car life for a while. As soon as you get a bike, it's going to change your life. Man. I'm trying to tell you. You stop Ubering. You're like, okay, how can I take this bike on this bus to get to this train station to get here?
And just end up spending $3 for like the whole trip to travel 30 miles.
It was like, damn, I won. Like, but no, I think that's a perfect example. I brought this up before, but there's a video I watched a while back where this woman, she has a house. She splits the rent with, I think, her mom, and then she has another side of the house, like a duplex, where she rents that out. And she only works part-time. And, the whole video was about not having ambition. And she's like, I don't have ambition for anything. I don't want to progress more than I already have. I like my life. I don't want to advance in my career. I definitely remember this episode. Yeah. She's like, I don't want to advance in my career. This works for me. But society tells you need to have ambition, you need to have more, you need to go for more. And I think she was like a single mom at the time. But she created her rich life. Her rich life was not having to work. She works part-time just to provide food and clothing and maybe even the bills. But her rent is probably being paid off, and she probably getting a little bit more money from that. And she's able to have most of her week to herself and her kid. Yeah. Because she only working 20 hours, maybe even less a week. But that kind of shifted my idea of like, not everybody needs to have this big ambitious goal of winning in life. Like some people who wins is just being able to have more time with their family. Even like this, we're not gonna get into it, but even this whole idea of like every man needs to work, like some people, look, if this is gonna be controversial, but if most of these women want to have a career and take on these positions as what men used to take on, they're gonna have to do it all the way. A lot of these women gonna have to provide for a lot of house husbands, because if a man, because some men only work to have a family. Some men think I'm just gonna work so I could be able to have a family, but they just want to be a dad. Take one, hey, you boss chicks out there, take one of these dads. They just want to have a dad and have them stay at the house. I think a lot of these ideas of what it means to be successful, which is like have a bunch of money, go on all these lavish vacations, have all these luxurious items, live in these luxurious areas. I think this has corrupted or even tricked a lot of people into getting into debt and living these lives that they don't feel fulfilled in. But yeah, I think that's one of the things that kind of like what's face for what's the word I'm looking for on Jump Street for me when I watched that show. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I think a lot of people need to revise what they feel is rich to them.
Number 2 on my Design the Rich Life.
Oh damn! I thought you was done. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I have
You have a whole.
I have a list, right? A true investment into my friends, meaning that means meetups, that means dinners, that means even babysitting y'all kids. That means a true investment, because I think phone calls and text messages are good. I don't want to disrespect it. It's entry level after a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But eventually, it's like once you have a family, and I have a house, you have a house. Hey, invite your family over. You know what I mean? Like come over. Let's have dinner. Let's talk. Let's meet up. Just because I'm moving hours away, well, not hours away, but like a good length, doesn't mean that I now drop the ball on my friendships. You get what I'm saying? It just means that I have to be more effort. When I'm in town, I may have to do rounds. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's do lunch. Hey, I drive back. Or let's meet in DC. You get what I'm saying? I want a life of abundance of joy with my friends and things like that. I can't really control unless I'm in a position of power to secure my friends' success in whatever field they're in. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to kickbacks or meetings, being together, seeing these people, I want that to be part of my rich life. Russ, I haven't said money yet. It kind of changed how I view richness. You get what I'm saying?
No, I mean, this is something that I also want to bring up. One of my favorite quotes was by Bob Marley when he was doing an interview. And the guy was like, do you feel like you should be rich based off of all the music you sold and everything that you produce? And it was towards the later end of his life. Mm-hmm. And he was like, when you say rich, what do you mean? That's what Bob Marley was saying, asked. He's like, like rich, like money, cars, clothes. It's like, okay, well, when you say rich and you talk about money, cars, and clothes, no, I don't have that. I'm not rich in that sense. But I have a beautiful family. I have, friends that I love. I have music. Rich doesn't only mean materialistic things. And I think that's the other thing too. A lot of people don't also realize that life in itself has so many other richness outside monetary, value. Mm-hmm. Friendship is one. Love is one. Peace and health.
My man said peace.
Peace and health are probably some of the biggest ones. But I'm glad you also put that in there, like friendships.
Oh yeah.
And investing in that.
Yeah, I'm the glue in like majority of my friend groups and things like that. I don't want it to just stick to phone calls, because eventually it's going to end. Phone calls is going to stop.
Yeah,
it stops the minute you lose. I lost contact just off the strength of me getting a new phone. You get what I'm saying?
Damn.
So it's like there's people that I would like to reconnect with. I just don't know how. I just don't have their numbers. One guy that I went to school with, real cool guy. Me and him was real friends. Well, not real friends, but me and him was real close. I even consider him a best friend at the time. Devin Brown and things like that. But I have no way of getting contact with him.
He's not on Facebook?
Nope.
Damn.
Right. So, but that just fell to the wayside, because it's just, if you don't make the time to, at that point, because also it did, I'm not going to say it didn't help. He got married early. Mm. So there was a lot of stages that he was already doing in the obligations that he had to his family, that probably took him away from the group that we had that like we went to school with back in the day. But I really do love my friends. Like, I really do care about my friends. And I don't want life to impede on making time for them and things like that. Which leads me to number 3. I have like 6 of them. I think I have 6. This is a simple one that I think I can achieve by like the end of the year. All my bills on auto pay. I don't believe in auto pay today. Like none of my bills is on auto pay, right? But I want to get to a point where I feel financial peace that I could be like, okay, the rent is gonna be on auto pay. This gonna be on auto pay. Actually, I lied. I got one thing on auto pay, and that's my Wi-Fi. But I want everything on auto pay. I'm still gonna check it, but I want everything on auto pay. And this may be a superficial one. Suits. I want to get to a point in my life where all I wear is suits.
It's
tailored.
I was gonna share this with you.
It doesn't have to be custom.
There's a IG page. I think Black Men Wear.
Okay.
And
I don't want the corny suits now. I don't want the loud suits. You know.
Nah, I mean some of them weren't corny. I mean, but a lot of them were not corny, loud.
Said loud.
I don't know who's watching this. But yeah, it was like the Million Man March.
Oh yeah, no. I don't want any of them.
I was like, oh, is Chris in there?
Nope. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want a top hat or nothing like that either.
It's like, yo, y'all get together. You know, there was a one video where they were all in line.
No.
And when it got to them, it was all like this.
No. I just want, everywhere I go, I just want to wear a suit and stuff like that. I just want to wear a suit. I don't know why. I love suits and stuff like that. And if they were cheaper, I get more of them. But they cost a lot of money. You know what I mean? So
you're gonna know when we're doing well in the podcast.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Scott and stuff like that. What's another one? Relationally, I think my girl would love this. Traveling. Now, I want to put a caveat. Domestically, we can go as many times as she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Internationally, once a year. I don't like traveling. I don't want to be on planes for long periods of time. I don't want to, just because I have the income, I don't want to have to be on a plane 16 hours 4 times a year and things like that. I'm good and stuff like that. Once a year, I give it to you. But domestically, we can go anywhere. But realistically, I want to do, I want to vacation more.
Have you been, can I ask?
Been where?
Well, you could cut this out if it's too much. Have you been overseas as an adult?
No.
Oh,
no.
That might change then.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, it might change.
No.
Your desire to travel might change after.
Maybe. And if I travel, I gotta travel comfortably.
Especially with food, eating other people's cuisines.
It's good food?
Oh, yeah. Out there? Yeah.
No, yeah. Maybe. There's that, and like, I feel like, just growing my relationship with my girl and things like that. Like, that's pretty much the gist of it. Of course, like, paying off the house and things like that. I want to be able to pay that off.
No, I like that list. That was a good list.
I want to be able to pay that off in less than 30 years if I can. To make it feel rich. Like, I take rich seriously. So there's things that I left out that will make my life feel good. But to make it feel like rich, like I want for nothing, I need for nothing, is a great relationship with my friends to where we gather together, traveling with my lady because she likes to travel or she wants to travel. Yeah, I'm not gonna retire my girl on there. She wants to be a housewife so bad. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. But I might. I don't know. It may actually be convenient. Who knows? I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But my life gonna feel rich before that decision comes. But suits, auto pay, friendships, traveling with my girl, house paid off in less than 30 years.
I like that list.
Because I feel like it's very doable.
Not only is it doable, it does encompass like a full definition of richness. Like, I think, I said this earlier in this episode, but I want to kind of refine it. Like, people see money as the measurement of richness.
Mm-hmm.
But really, money is the tool to make your life rich, right? And a lot of times people buy like cars and clothes, but why are they buying a lot of these things? Because they want to feel happy. But the manipulation or the trick that has been done to us is that we see a lot of these materials as a way to gain happiness, but that's not true, right? For you, happiness is not having to financially worry about your bills, all pay. Building experiences with your girlfriend or your lady, traveling, being able to wear suits, feeling great about your appearance, being comfortable in your appearance, all these different things, being able to invest in your friendships, and outside just phone conversations, because friendship to you not only matters in having them, but how deep they are.
Yeah.
I think all these things are levels of things that, one, matters to you, and then two, things that you want to enrich and invest in and even grow in, which, I think in a sense, we just get so focused on what richness means in a materialistic way, whereas as human beings, everything else, even material things are designed to make your life, supposed to make your life happy.
Yeah.
But the things that we buy, they don't really do that. They just it's usually a show off. And you buy a washing machine because you wash your hands clothes by hand. Yeah, that might be something to buy and invest in. But yeah, I love that list. I'm actually going to do that exercise myself.
If there's nothing off the top of your head to make you think like, okay, outside of what you already, I know you mentioned it in episodes ago where you was like, like one thing I wanted was a tenant. So like there's things that you've done to put yourself in a financial place better than before. You know what I'm saying? But is your design, your rich life only financial, or is it just like, is it more relationally? Is it more?
Yeah, I didn't really think that deep into it. I think financially, yes. There is things that I don't want to worry about. It
basically just stick to money. It's more sticking to money on your end.
No, okay. I don't know yet. But as far as financial, yeah, there is a level. Like I had to shift my focus from making a lot of money to not feeling forced to make money. Like I want to be able to live within a certain income, but if that income leaves me, I won't have to worry about the necessary things in life, like food, shelter, clothes, just being able to live. So like I want to be able to live in a house and my tenants pay for it, or I have certain investments that through passive income or whatever, I'm able to use that money. Maybe I won't be able to go on, lavish trips, but I'll be able to eat. I'll be able to shop. Yeah. I'll be able to just live life. I'll be able to have electricity, running water, hot water.
Yeah, please, hot water is important.
And so I think that's the mentality that I'm at now, is that I don't want to have an income to live a decent life. So that's. But yeah, some of the things that you said that rang true to me is friendships. I think right now, currently, I'm the type of guy that don't really need that much connection, social connection. Like I'm cool being by myself, but I see myself in 10 years like wishing, like damn, I wish I kept in touch with that friend. Or cause I'm seeing friends now or friends that I used to have, and I'm like, man, I don't even know what so-and-so is doing. Would be weird to call them and see how they're doing, like, because we're not that close no more. So it's like these thoughts that I'm having is like, okay, how do I maintain the friends that I have? How do I even rekindle the friendships that I lost or that I feel like I lost? Family is another big one. I think outside of friendships, like especially with my immediate family, like how do I continue to grow in those relationships, whether it's with my sisters, whether it's with my mom, my grandmother now moved to Nigeria, so I'm calling her in the morning when I wake up. And then my health, that's a big one. I was just talking about sleeping, like that's something that I need to, because I'm I'm getting to that point where it's not even about me. I remember that we had this conversation where I said I'm not worried about death, but now that I'm thinking more and more about family and creating a family, I'm like, oh, I have to be here for the long run. Like, if I die, what does that mean for my future wife? What does that mean for my future kids? And so it's like I have to do what I need to do now.
Yeah.
So that, later on in life, I'm there and I'm there for them for a long time. So there's different aspects, that, off the top of my head that, if I really focus on, I think that would, even one, you said doing auto pay. One goal I had last year was to be able to pay all my bills the first week of the, of the month.
Yeah, you did say that to where you said you don't wait till it's due. You pay it the first week of every month.
That was my goal. So, and the only way you could do that is if you have all the money saved up before the month starts. And so, yeah, that was one of my goals, to have all, my real goal was to have all the money allocated for the next month.
Mm-hmm. So if something was fluid to where you had to move some things, you could be like at least
exactly. And so I'm like, I had to spend a little bit more money this month. Okay, let me take out some money from next month, and then I just added next month to that thing. So
no, man, like I think that'd be a good exercise for y'all.
I think. Hey, put in the comments 6 things. 6 things to design your rich life.
To design your rich life.
Yeah.
And I like the number 6 because 3, I think it will make you go past the superficial stuff. Once you get past, I want this amount of money, I want this house, I want this car, you still got 3 other things you need.
The funny thing is, do you really need a certain amount of money? I mean, there's a threshold.
It's a like for me, I probably knowing yes, like because me not having a car, that could rather mean I make enough income to where I can just do Uber as long as I want, whenever, or I make enough income where I hire a driver.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, I'm just so accustomed to not driving. And it's amazing. Like, when I leave here, I'm getting straight into a car. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting straight into a car. Maybe, like, once a certain income mean, like, I only do Uber Black. Or like, it just depends. Like, eventually, like, we probably will own a car at the house and things like that because you got kids and, convenience and things like that. Just the convenience of just, like, let's leave now or we got to pick up this now. But it's dependent, like, if
especially not in the city no more, a city like
exactly.
this.
So if it depends. If I have the income to have a driver and things like that to where that means I did pretty good for myself. You get what I'm saying? Drivers are not cheap. I looked it up because I was like, what's the threshold that I need to make? I need to make not only my salary, somebody else's salary.
Yeah.
To have them on call is even more. You know what I mean? Because you straight can have a driver now if you just pay them $40,000 a year, $45,000.
Really?
Yes. To have them on call, you may have to put an extra 40. You may have to do 70, 80, 85, maybe even 100, depending. And that's not even counting if you may have to supply the car. You know what I mean? So it's like, I looked into it because I was like,
so you making $1 million? That's doable.
Oh yeah. If I make $1 million, I have a driver.
A year.
Oh, you said if I make $1 million a year?
Yeah,
oh yeah, I have a driver.
Okay.
I have a driver.
Yeah, me too. Well, I don't know. We haven't done this exercise in a while.
I have
personal assistant, chef, driver
number 1.
Maid, or what was the last one?
Did you already say chef? Was it bodyguard?
Okay, yeah, bodyguard.
Let's say bodyguard. Driver 1.
Driver number 1.
The driver can be a bodyguard and driver. I don't care.
Oh, you paying double though. Yeah, so that's 2. You can't do that. You can't say that.
Okay,
driver and chef like in one.
Okay, for me, it'd probably be driver.
Okay.
Assistant. Chef.
Oh wow, the
chef is 3rd. I tell you, I don't need a maid. I got a wife. Bodyguard, maid. It probably goes like that. But driver is definitely number 1 for me. Driver, assistant, chef, bodyguard, maid.
I think we're the same, except assistant and chef mixed chef.
So
I want assistant and then.
So you going driver first too?
I'm going assistant and then driver.
Assistant, driver.
The 3 are the same.
Okay.
Like, maid. Whoa, maid is above the bodyguard. I'm not causing no trouble out here. Like, why you want to kill me?
I'm about to say. Actually, you did say once you came back from South America, things like that, that it changed your viewpoint on allocating even cleaning.
Yeah, man. Because sometimes when you come home,
because truth be told, you don't even want when you're free. Because even though I was joking around being sexist right there, like I gotta be. When you're free, you want your girl free too. Exactly. Like, so it's like I don't want you cleaning. Like,
I come home, you talk about you tired. Oh my god! Like doing what? We be doing what? I just cleaned this whole house.
You be like, you know what?
I'm getting clean.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not doing this no more.
You're like,
okay, cleaning.
Your time just cost me $40,000. You know what I mean? So, but that's my list. Hopefully, God willing, I achieve it.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully, y'all achieve y'all list too, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Man, y'all be good, man. Blessings.